Welcome to my channel, Learn and Earn, to live your life on your own terms. Will disinvestment lead to growth? We all know India is on the path of recession. The economy is under slowdown. The government has tried everything to bring back the economy on track, but the growth rate in successive quarters is only falling down and it is expected to go below 5% GDP, which will quite which will be quite a shocking and a restrictive growth for our country. Now the last or one of the measures which is left by the government to bring back the economy on track and to contain the physical deficit is disinvestment. So let us understand what exactly is disinvestment first. Now all the the government organizations, the public sector undertakings have government control. That is, the entire stake is with Government of India. Now, for example, the government wants to raise 100 crore rupees. Where will the government go? The government will sell its stake, sell its shares, sell its contribution from one, two, or maybe five public sector undertakings and recover 100 crores for its requirement. Very simple. So, selling of government stake from public sector undertaking to raise resources by government is called disinvestment. So, the main objective is to reduce the financial burden on government due to inefficient PSUs. So, many of the public sector undertakings are not performing very well, or some of the public sector undertakings are performing really well. So, in both the cases, the government has to manage the public sector undertakings. Now, another term I used is called physical deficit. Physical deficit occurs when government spending is more than income. That is when physical deficit happens. It introduces competition and market discipline and helps to depoliticize non-essential services. So the reason why government does the disinvestment, that is sell its stakes in the public sector undertaking, is to raise resources, is to raise money from the market. It is good for long term growth, it is good for the efficiency of the public sector undertakings, and even if the public sector undertaking is good, it can give good amount of money to the government for its own spending. Now we all know that the government money, the money which the government will raise through disinvestment, it will be used for the welfare of the people in social sector schemes or creating infrastructure. So this is how the government plans to go through the disinvestment route. Now Center will sell its stake of 53.29% in BPCL to a strategic buyer and cede management control. Numaligarh refinery won't be a part of that sale. Okay. Government has also approved sale of 74.23% and 100% stake in THDC and NIPCO, respectively, to state-run NTPSC. It will also sell 63.75 and 30.8% stake in Shipping Corporation of India and Concor, respectively, to strategic buyer with management control. Numaligarh refinery, which is in Assam, will be moved out of BPCL and will be retained by the government-owned firm before disinvestment. So that will not be the part of disinvestment. This is what Nirmala Sitharaman, our Honorable Finance Minister, has come as a plan. Now, the most important point is to sell BPCL in a mega privatization push. So the government is giving 53% of its stake. That means the government is giving its ownership rights as well. And that is important. So government is making this organization a private organization. Though the government will have its stakes, but still the orientation will be more towards privatization, which will definitely bring efficiency as well. So it is one of the government's largest size sales, involving five companies: Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited (BPCL) and Shipping Corporation of India. Total five companies will be going through disinvestment. So the other companies other than BPCL and Shipping Corporation of India include Container Corporation of India, Concor, THDC India, and Northeastern Electric Power Corporation, NEEPCO. In the case of BPCL, the government will sell 53.29% stake to strategic buyer, ceding management control. The proposed sale will, however, exclude the strategic Numaligarh refinery in Assam, which will be later sold to another state-run firm, because the priority is to secure fuel supplies for security forces in Northeast. So it's a strategic decision by the government. Okay. Uh, the strategic investor, any strategic investor who wants to invest in BPCL, that is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, which has a capacity of 37 million tons per annum and around 15,000 retail outlets in the world, which is world largest oil consuming nation, which is India. So the company has huge presence. The company reported a profit of 7,132 crores. This is unbelievable. On sale of 3.37 trillion in the year ended 37 March. That's a big profit making, good government public sector undertaking. So, as a part of consolidation of state run hydropower companies, the government will sell 74% and 100% stake in THDC and NEEPCO to government control NTPC Limited, India's largest power producer. Okay. Now, selling these assets will be key to the government meeting its ambitious target of generating 1.05 trillion from the asset sales. This is the reason why the government is doing this investment. It wants to raise 1.05 trillion, and it wants to control the physical deficit target. The government has already taken a lot of measures such as reducing the corporate tax to boost the economy and attract investors. At the same time, the government has a physical deficit target of 3.3%, which it needs to maintain. Though RBI has given Government of India 1.76 trillion, but still, since the economy is under slowdown, the government has already given a lot of physical stimulus in many industries, in many sectors. Telecom industry is already on the verge of collapse. 90,000 crore of losses the telecom industry has posted. Now, the aggressive asset sales plan comes as the third largest Asian economy is growing at a slow pace, which we all know, which I have already discussed with you. And this is one of the ways the government is planning for the recovery. The future is in a way of improving more profit, getting more money in the market. The government will introduce this money, which it will gain through disinvestment for public welfare, creating infrastructure and employment generation activities. The government has already planned to privatize national carrier Air India and shut down state owned trading companies in a signal that will exit companies in the non-strategic sectors. Also, the government has decided to merge its state telecom companies, BSNL and MTNL, because both are loss making firms for the government and have become liability. Uh, Both BSNL and MTNL have huge land assets. So once they get merged, the government can also take advantage of the efficiency and bring back the company to perform. Now, Power Finance Corporation Limited completed the purchase of controlling stake in state-run REC Limited to create 800 billion lending giant. By assets, PFC paid 14,500 crore to the union government to buy 52.63% stake in REC. So, Power Finance Corporation Limited has acquired REC, and it is one of the major and the biggest corporation production units in India. So, this is how the government plans to move ahead. I'm sure the government effort to bring Indian economy back on track uh, will be a possibility, but there are a lot of other things which need to go in the right direction. Thank you.